Oh yes, back again. Here we are, my friends, to show off the brand new Pokemon Nintendo Switch Lite. Alright, so, crazy story. I was so busy and no one was really talking about this thing on the social medias. I had this thing on pre-order since the day it was announced, and I went into Best Buy, and Best Buy had them on the shelf on a Saturday, and I was like, wait a minute, did these come out early? Pokemon doesn't come out for another week. Totally forgetting this came out a week before Pokemon did. And guess what? My pre-order was ready and no one told me, but I went over there and I got it, and now I'm excited to have the Nintendo Switch Lite that I will actually mostly use. Now, of course, the turquoise Nintendo Switch Lite is beautiful. All those Switch Lites are actually quite beautiful, but I knew I didn't want to invest in it too much because this was gonna be my baby, at least for when I wanted to go light, which is gonna be great for traveling, like when I go to Jamaica later this year. So we're gonna check this out real quick. We're probably not gonna take too long. I don't know that I wanna get into all the details and all the setups on this. If you do want more details of setups and all that, there are of course plenty of videos on the internet itself, on YouTube as well. And I have a video where I open up all three of the other Switch Lites and I go into much more detail about what you're gonna find in there. So first problem I'm having is just getting this flap open without tearing the box. Also, I'm not sure I'm supposed to go in from the side. I guess that is where I went in from before. And it looks like I'm already tearing the box down there. So really good job. Let's try to oh, there we go. I knew I was doing something wrong because this is somewhere where I do actually like to save my boxes. So trying to keep everything in a decent, what's the word I'm looking for? A decent condition, all right. So there's not a lot to these other than the actual beautiful systems themselves. We're gonna slide that right out there and you're already getting a hint for this. I would love if they actually made Joy-Cons in this color for the Nintendo Switch, and I would certainly buy those. And we do have to get the Switch out first before we get to anything else. So this is mostly gonna be about check out how beautiful it is. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set that to the side, so don't get too excited, not just yet. And we gotta pull this flap up. And we have our safety documentation. Nothing too fancy about this. I'm sure you can find all this online if you really wanna read it. Does anybody actually read it? Comment below if you ever read that stuff. I mean, I probably read it once in my life. And of course we have the Nintendo Switch power brick and cable. Oops, wrong direction. And it's got the smooth texture to it, the nice little Nintendo logo right in there. And there is a bunch of that text if you do want to read any of that as well for voltage or anything. And you get your normal, I don't know, maybe 3-foot cable. Feels about like that with your USB-C plug. Plug? Do we still use the word plug? I guess we still use the word plug. There we go. Nice. All right, so we'll set all that to the side. And now, take a look. The main attraction. Dun, dun, dun. I will be playing some Pokemon, or by the time you see this, of course, will have on my channel. I think I'm gonna get Sword Digital and eventually buy Shield Physical and Sword Physical, because I prefer Physical. But for right now, I'm just going to go with the actual digital copy, just so I have it at midnight without having to go to the midnight launch. This thing is beautiful. It feels great in the hand, as you can see. The designs on the back are pretty nice. They're a little bit light. Hopefully I'm not washing them out with my color correction. You got your speakers back here. You have your spot for your micro SD card. You got your charging port for your USB-C. You have your headphone jack, your volume switch, your power button, and you have your cart slot right there. Of course, your ZL, ZR, your R and L, your beautiful joysticks. Why you gotta do that to me, camera? Your beautiful joysticks, and of course, the beautiful colors. So I do love that. Plus the D-pad, which is very nice on the Switch Lite and makes things wonderful for like Super Nintendo Online, essentially. So yeah, I mean, that's really about all there is to it. And by now, hopefully I'm showing you some nice, beautiful beauty footage of this thing. And again, like I said, if you wanna learn how to turn it on, I mean, it's all basic stuff. If you've ever turned on any electronics, it's gonna be pretty much the same. You make an account, If you don't want to log in your Nintendo account, you just go ahead and make a temporary one. You can delete it in the future. You pick your language, you set up your time, you set up your time zone, you connect it to your Wi-Fi, you deal with the family settings if you're gonna do family settings and all that kind of stuff. Or you can select transfer, and again, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that do that. This was more just a chance to show off the beautifulness, to show off the beauty of this awesome handheld console and remind you that the Switch Lite is a thing, and it's a pretty cool thing. I still prefer my Switch for jumping from room to room, but if I'm gonna travel to a place where there's no need taking a dock or anything, this is gonna be exactly what I wanna use. So how do you all feel about it? Have you picked up a Switch Lite? Which color did you get? Did you hold out for this one? Did you get one and also get this one because you couldn't wait like me? What color combinations would you like to see in the future? Definitely let me know. Geek out with me in the comments. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Other than that, you can click that thumbs up button, give me that good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. You can check out my Patreon by looking up TheEricButts or using the link in the description below, where I do all kinds of additional Let's Plays, plus movie reviews and such, and a lot of that stuff is for free, so you can check that out and hopefully have a good time, maybe even sign up to become a Patreon peep for as little as $1 a month. Other than that, I guess I'm gonna get out of here, because I got a lot of games to play and I need to get to playing them. And I'll see you all later.